Hi.
Hi, I'm Sue.
I'm Michael.
And we are a let's not do it.
No.
And we are a close knit family. Today is Sunday,
November 25th, 2018.
Be there.
Episode 33.
Mm-hmm. We are a knitcast, and we are coming at you from Armstrong. Holy crow, is this going to be how it goes today?
Oh well. Armstrong in the North Okanagan region of British Columbia, Canada. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Following Mike's adventures as a newer knitter and our ongoing yarn and knitting addiction.
Yeah.
But you're still kind of doing the one at a time projects, aren't you?
Yeah.
Oh no, you've got two things on the needles.
Yeah, but I'm only really working on one of them. So.
Yeah.
I
don't have that problem.
It's all I have time for.
No, I know, that's the thing. You haven't had your knitting time like you did in the spring.
Yeah.
And other things are keeping your attention these days too.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay. Skies above Armstrong.
Cloudy.
Yeah.
A little bit of
not much going on yet.
So it's sort of tried to snow a couple times now.
Yeah.
But
yeah. I know when I looked outside in the middle of the night, that sort of reflection, I thought, has it snowed?
Yeah.
But no.
No
snow yet.
Nope.
All right. And alongs, of course, we have the ongoing sock along, which is running until December 23rd.
That's what I keep forgetting to do.
What?
Is planning my temperature garment.
Well, because So we described that in the last episode pretty clearly. So if you really, what the heck is a sock along? If you've just joined us for the first time,
scarf along.
Stop.
Okay.
Just back off. Get your own sandwich.
Bye.
Come back in here. Okay. That's the sock along. If you need more deets on that, specifications, please check the last, that would be episode 32, because I know we talked about it clearly in episode 32.
Yep.
And there is a thread on our Ravelry page, Close Knit Family, where you can enter your finished objects, be they socks or donations. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, on the topic of other knit-along things, again, looking forward to the temperature scarf.
Yes.
We're gonna put a link in the bottom to a temperature scarf on Ravelry, or perhaps we'll just put a picture in here of the type of thing that a temperature scarf is.
Maybe.
Didn't think this through ahead of time.
Nope. Spontaneity is what we like to do.
So it's knitting a row a day for the temperature of the day.
Yeah.
And turning it into a scarf or a blanket or whatever you feel.
Yep.
I know I had said before that I had chosen mine. I knew what color palette I wanted to work in, and I'd broken down my temperature ranges for that made that suitable for our area. And I was going to go sort of in the neutrals as opposed to the, brighter sort of more rainbowy colors. I changed my mind.
Of course you did.
And so this last week I actually ordered my yarn for my temperature scarf. I ordered from Allison Barnes, and don't forget, if you choose to order some yarn from Allison before January 31st, 2019, with the code CloseKnit20, you get 20% off your order. I ordered some yarn from Allison, and I'm going to, I'll show it to you as soon as it gets here. I should have it by next week. And so I have, my yarn is on the way, and I'm getting ready, and I have my plan for how I'm gonna do that. So I'm excited about that. It's sort of, check one more thing off the list. Okay. Yeah. And I'm going to leave that till later. So, later on in the show, we'll be announcing another random giveaway. If you're not familiar with our random giveaways, they are sort of quick question answer things.
Yep.
And really require no skill or anything to enter them. So just we'll be telling you about that towards the end.
Yeah.
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 So, yarn acquisitions?
I didn't acquire any yarn, but
But, he says,
I was walking around our local Value Village, thrift store chain for those who may not be in the know, and with some of my friends, and one of them hands me a book and says, "Hey Mike, you knit? Haha, have a look at this." And then I had a look at it, and it was like, oh, I want this. So I have acquired a book of patterns. I have picked up Family Knits, 25 hand knits for all seasons by Debbie Bliss. And in particular, the one that first caught my eye was on page 22. I looked it up earlier. It is the Guernsey sweater, which looks like that.
they're so nice.
Yeah. So yeah, that was the thing that really made me say I need this book. And it's hardcover, so that's nice.
And what did you ask me about Guernsey?
What is Guernsey?
And what did I tell you?
You told me that it is sort of a style of fishing jacket.
Okay.
It's a pattern, mostly using knits and pearls.
Yes, using knits and pearls.
Using knits and pearls.
Entirely using knits and pearls.
Yeah.
So yeah, fisherman. It was a from the island of Guernsey.
Yes.
And fisherman. It was a common pattern used in knitwear for the fishermen.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so it's not color work, and it's not cables, and it's not any of that stuff.
Lace work.
All of the pattern is done with knits and pearls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That looks like a pretty nice pattern, so
Yeah.
I'll probably find some yarn for that and knit it.
Put it on your first.
My first big garment.
Your first big garment. So yeah, we'll put that on your bucket list.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was a score.
Yeah. It was, and
There's lots of quite nice patterns in there.
yeah, okay, well I just opened it to the cricket sweater.
Because we're big cricket fans.
Total cricket fans.
Have no idea. Somebody needs to explain to me how cricket works.
How do you play? How do I even watch cricket?
I know, right?
What? I know they throw a ball and they're trying to hit some pins to knock things out of the pins,
And
but
there's a paddle and a circle.
But what happens from there, I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
And you run back and forth, but anyway.
Yeah, and you bowl. So yeah, you're bowling and you're trying to hit the wicket.
Yeah, with the
and
things on it,
you're trying
and
to protect the wicket.
Yeah.
And then you run back. I don't know. I've seen it on lots of shows. You know, oh, they're playing cricket. You know, but no idea.
No idea what's going on.
Confuses the heck out of me.
Yeah.
I've even looked up like the rules and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I thought, okay, I need to fit. Makes no sense.
Okay, but anyway.
Yes.
That was my quisition.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
Boquisition. Book? No, anyway.
Bookquisition.
Okay, finished objects.
Ha! None.
Okay. I have one.
You do. You're wearing it.
It's the elephant in the room. Okay, so I cast on Monday night. Okay, so we'll talk about that in a minute. On Monday night, I finished the back of my other sweater, and this has sort of been on my I want to get it knit list after I did the mitts. Mm-hmm. So I cast this on Monday night, and I finished it on Friday.
Yes.
This is the Tina's Hat by Terry Malcolmson. It's knit in Jameson and Smith yarn. I picked it up at Twisted Pearl here in town.
I saw my gift certificate.
Yes, you do.
I should do something with that.
And this is for those of you who've been watching. You know that this is sort of this is a learning process for me. I've done color work since the first project I ever knitted.
Yep.
I've just never done stranded color work.
Yes.
And stranded color work makes no sense to me.
No.
I don't understand why you would leave all those floats to get stuck in things.
Yeah.
But I understand when you use the proper yarn like this, they don't go anywhere. Like they felt and they felt together, and eventually, you know, they'll get nice and they won't be all. I haven't done any of my ends. Anyway, learning process. I'm scared of these floats because I've also, you know, I've seen where they're too tight and they pucker the whole project up. My floats were too loose, which in turn turned into my gauge being really loose. And so this is like, it's a really, really big hat.
That's a very big hat.
It's a very big hat.
Here, I have a big head. Let me try this hat.
But, having said that, again, if you've been watching, you know this. I'm always overheated, and wearing hats is not a thing I do. But I've been wearing this one for the last 2 days.
Yeah.
But wearing it more as a slouchy hat. Kind of, you know, like that. I thought it would be really, really hot. Here, now you can try it on. I thought it would be really hot because it's 100% wool.
It's big on me.
It's big on you too.
Yeah.
That looks weird. That looks really, really weird. Anyway.
But it looks good on you.
Yeah. Oh, I think it was just... No, that's not bad now. Pink's not your color, though.
No, pink is not my color.
I love you dearly, but pink isn't your color.
I know.
Anyway, I think, though, because it's 100% wool, it doesn't feel hot, and I don't know if that makes sense.
I don't know either. Oh.
But that's the only thing I can come up with, and Jude is
being mad that I was first mad that I wasn't giving her attention, and now she's mad that I am giving her attention.
Yeah.
So,
sorry for the interruptions from the illustrious Jude. Okay. So that's my faux.
Okay.
For this week. So my other sort of faux moves us straight into whips.
Yes.
Again, for those of you who've been following along at home, I completed the back of Balance. So where the little dingle dop is there, where this Progress Keeper is, I knit the end of that and did the shoulder shaping, and it was so cool because everywhere where the sections ended and where I it all worked within the pattern, like everything. And I guess I've never really stopped and appreciated before when a designer has like the cable section all ends together, and I hear people talking about this, about having like the ribbing running into, you know, the beginning of cables and stuff. And it was just really clear to me as I did this and as I was doing the shaping, how everything was done for a reason. And anyway, I probably shouldn't be surprised by that, but I am. So anyway, that's the back of Balance by Kim Hargreaves. And now, as I sort of showed you a minute ago, I've cast on the fronts.
Cool.
So the fronts are going to be really pretty much the same as the back, except, of course, split in the middle. And with this garter stitch button band.
Jude is really not happy about something.
And I love, again, even just the effect. Because normally I would slip the first stitch. But like I showed you in the reading the knitting, that would give me that V shape all the way along here. But I like how the garter stitch just runs to the end and goes over. So yeah, it kind of goes with the rest of the pattern and design. And that green stitch marker was just marking the front for me when I was just getting started so that I could remember where I was at. I love this edging. And there we go.
Okay.
Balance by Kim Hargreaves.
Yeah.
I have more, but do you want to go?
Yeah, sure, I'll do my phone. Maybe you can take care
Or
of
whips, you mean?
Whip,
Oh.
yes. So, I'm continuing to just work on my socks that I'm making for my friends for
Okay, then don't
Christmas.
stop complaining.
And so, here is how far I am on this set of socks. Just using some Drops Fable patterned yarn. But, yeah! That's, I think I was just beginning the toes last week. So
Yeah, I think you just had the pink.
yeah.
Yeah.
And now I'm all the way up here. So I have actually had some time to knit.
You
but,
have.
But yeah.
Not a ton.
No.
I like the way that's coming together though. I like how
Yeah.
how your contrast pink it's matching really nicely.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah, that is great.
Yeah. So
Good pick. Good choice.
that's my whip.
All right. Okay, that one's done. So I did put on just a couple rows on my Ranchland shawl. So literally a couple of rows.
Yeah.
Right? So I was here, so I put on a couple more rows on my Ranchland shawl. And I didn't bring my socks with me. They must still be in the other... I don't have something hiding here, do I? No. So, my socks, I'm moving along on my socks. And my other whip is a little bit different.
Ooh. How is it different, Mom?
This is my other whip.
That's not knitting.
So, I've had this yarn. Sorry, I dropped it. I've had this yarn for quite a while. This is like 100% alpaca. And I knew it would be like a super drapey yarn, so I had no plan to use it for a sweater or anything like that. I wanted to use it for a shawl. But it's also a striping yarn. Feel that. It is so soft.
Oof.
It's like satin.
Mm-hmm.
And I was dreaming the other night about weaving. Don't know why.
To dream of.
And yes, I already had this loom. It's not like I went out and got it.
Yeah.
And I thought, you know, this yarn, so there it is on the warp, would make a really kind of neat checkerboardy kind of effect.
Yeah.
Except that this yarn is the worst possible yarn for weaving.
Uh-oh.
Well, because it's so stretchy and drapey,
Oh.
if you pull your warp threads tight,
Yeah.
they just keep stretching out.
Yeah.
And when you're beating it, I don't know if you'll be able to see it. No, I don't think you can. But anyway, as you beat it, it scrapes the fuzz off the yarn, and eventually the yarn
It's just gonna deteriorate.
snaps and breaks, and away it goes. So, and it obviously this is a mess because that started happening very, very early on, and I just said, you know what? I'm just gonna try and keep going and see if I can get it to work, but feel it, like if you rub it.
Oh God! Oh, that is so good.
Soft.
Oh my gosh!
So I really want to try to find a way to make this work. I think that I'm gonna have to use a different yarn for the warp, which kind Although if I had some different colored ones, I could still kind of get that checkerboardy kind of effect. I just think it would be an amazing scarf if I can get it to work.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, that is a whip that I am
certainly is
working on as well as my knitting. So yeah, so I did the hat this week. I worked on my thing and the blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And that's I guess that's it for works in progress.
Okay.
So, Mike.
Hi.
What do you bring to the table?
I bring to the table a game that I don't actually have to bring to the table here. But it's a game that I have played, and it's definitely on my wish list. It's not a particularly happy game though.
Oh.
It's called Gloom.
Aww.
Yeah.
Gloom.
Gloom is a card game for between 2 and 5 players. And in Gloom, you are playing as sort of the overseer of a family. Sort of a... I don't know how to describe what you are relative to this family, because your goal for this family is to make all of them absolutely miserable and then bring them to an untimely death.
Doesn't that sound like fun?
It really is, though.
Gotta play that one.
It's so fun, actually.
Followed by Bob Ross, The Art of Chill.
Yeah.
So you can just kind of come out of that.
Yeah, we did play that last night.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
How'd it go? Sorry, Gloom.
Yeah, Gloom. So yeah, you have this hand of events that you can put on either your family or maybe another player's family members, and you are trying to make your family miserable and trying to make everyone else a little bit happier. And the game is so much enhanced by your ability to sell and talk about the events that are happening to everyone around you. But the game is also really cool because the way you play, all the cards are printed on a clear plastic.
Okay.
So you can see through parts of them.
Oh.
And when you play events on people, you put the card on top of them, and certain parts of the cards below them will get covered up, and certain parts will be allowed to show through.
Interesting.
And you only read what is visible.
Okay.
So it's a really neat game. It's a really neat mechanic, and I just found it somewhat humorous that instead of trying to get the highest score, you are trying to get the lowest score, which. Yeah, Gloom. It's on my wish list. And
cool.
It is for between 2 and 5 players. Takes about 60 minutes to play. It's about right. You can have some really quick games though. And it's for ages 13 plus.
Cool. So, Mike.
Hi.
Can you give us an update on Bob Ross, The Art of Chill?
Yeah. Don't try to learn it while you're inebriated.
Okay! Good to know. Not a drinking game.
They were having fun. Everyone assured me that they were all having fun. They were all just maybe a little bit too drunk to be learning it right now.
Okay. So, it's a good thing I wasn't playing it last night. I was at a birthday party for a friend last night.
Oh yeah, you were.
Yes, I was.
Yeah.
And I might have been a little inebriated.
Oh yeah.
But it's all good.
Yeah.
Danced my socks off again. I seem to do that when I get a little inebriated. But it was good times. Good times.
Yeah.
Okay, so, but, I mean, the game, now that you've actually run through it.
That was good. That was good.
Cool. Okay, so there, Bob Ross, The Art of Chill was the one from last week that we hadn't actually played.
Yes.
Now we've actually played it.
Yes, we have.
All right, so, events from around the world. Okay, we don't have events from around the world this time.
Nothing's really going on right now.
I'm like reaching into February and March, and that's starting to get ridiculous.
Oh.
So, if you know of events, or would like me to, share your events in your area, let me know. So, we're just going to give events from around the world a pass this week. But, I have a filler.
Oh.
So in one of our earlier episodes, I talked about the bingo, knitting bingo.
Yes.
And again, with the beginning of the year around the corner, I decided to do my bingo for next year. Now, what I like about doing the bingos, and I'll just, there's my bingo. What I like about doing the bingos is it gives me a chance to highlight for myself the things that I want to do. So that it kind of helps keep me on track, because I don't know if anyone else has this problem, but it's so easy between yarns and patterns and something you see someone else doing. It's so easy to just squirrel and go off and start working on something else. And then you're like, but I really wanted to do that other thing. So, my bingo. So, you can find bingo templates where someone else has basically put in all the things that they think should be on your bingo card. I like the idea of making your own bingo card, because then it's specific to what you want to do. So on mine, I really want to learn how to do, or I really want to do a set of Selbu mittens. I want to start a scrappy blanket. What does it say? Knit, I'm reading it backwards. Oh, knit a sweater for my husband. The temperature scarf, 12 months. So this is my encouragement to actually finish my temperature scarf. I also have one for the temperature scarf for 6 months.
Okay.
So I have something to shoot for partway along.
Yeah.
My free space in the middle is to make a bingo sheet.
Well, you're almost there.
It's an instant win. Now I've got those faux all over the place, because again, sometimes you're working on something and it's not on here. So you should get credit for it.
Yep.
When you finish it. So that's a thing. And then you've got, like, I've got teach a beginner to knit. I've got some shawl designs and sweater designs and stuff in my head. And again, this is like, okay, this, you need to mark off your bingo square. I think you should have rewards for yourself. That's a thing you should do. Anyway, so I challenge you to make up your own bingo sheet. Put in your own things. I've got de-stash in here, I think.
You do? It's right there.
Yeah.
Couple knit
socks, because I know I'm always going to be knitting socks. So, I can cross those off. Successfully weave a scarf. That's, yeah. And obviously I've still got 4 spaces that I'm leaving empty. I don't know what projects come sort of the end of December. I'm not sure where I'll be on projects that I'm currently working on. So I could just put, like, complete a whip in there, which would be something that I'm working on now.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense.
A little bit, yeah.
Anyway. So, yeah. I think the bingo is a fun way to keep track of what you're hoping to accomplish. So, Mike's going to make a bingo sheet.
Yes, I am. Going to make a bingo sheet, because Mom did not just spring that on me right here, right now.
It's not like I don't always do that. Spring stuff on you.
See what I deal with.
Yeah, and then, what was I going to say? Oh, so would love it if on, like, our, what do I have it. There's a thread on Ravelry. It's sort of like on the introduce, or there's a general one. You made me make it last week.
Yeah, there's a share your projects thread. And
anyway, show us a picture of your bingo sheet when you get it made. Well,
yeah.
That means making a project page for it.
Oh.
Well, it's up to you. We'd love to see your bingo sheet so that we can encourage you to complete your bingo sheet.
Mm-hmm. Yay!
Yay!
Yeah!
All right. It's time for
a random giveaway.
Woohoo! Woohoo! Okay. So like I said before, what's a random giveaway, Mike?
Random giveaway, we give you a prompt without really saying what we're looking for. And you all enter and we reveal what we were looking for and draw a winner from everyone who qualified.
Yeah. So it's just a really simple thing to answer. And you will win Cool Cam stitch markers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to get him to redesign those. But anyway, they're still great. They're his first attempt. They're like a collector's item.
Yeah.
All right. So what is our prompt for this random giveaway?
All we want you to do this week is to go into the Ravelry thread, which we will create, and just pick one of your projects and tell us a little bit about it.
So, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Just tell us about a project that you're currently working on.
Mm-hmm. Maybe some sort of gripe you have with it.
Or
maybe,
not.
Or maybe something you really like about it.
Or whatever you want to say about a project that you're currently working on.
Absolutely.
And don't read anything into what Mike just said about your gripes or your likes. Just tell us about your project.
Yes.
That's that. So,
Yes.
before midnight Saturday, December 1st,
Pacific time.
Pacific time. I don't know why I pointed at me.
Because we're in Pacific
Because
time.
it's our time. Yeah. And, so there'll be a thread on Ravelry for that.
Yeah.
So only pick one project.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
I guess,
That's about it.
yeah.
So, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe.
Oh, wait.
Oh.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
joining us. If you made it this far,
Yes, indeed.
thank you for spending some time with us. If you're one of our regulars, thanks for coming back and seeing us.
If you're new, thanks for sticking around.
Yeah. And maybe we'll see you again.
Yep. Like, comment, subscribe, bell icon, follow our Instagram, join us on Ravelry.
Say something to us. We like to interact.
Yep.
I have no life. Oh my god. Okay.
My only life is work.
Yeah.
Alrighty, but keep
Your
your
family
knitting close
and
your
your
family
knitting
closer.
closer.
Bye.
Bye.